Hey everyone, RP here from Fari RPGs. I wanted to share some exciting news with you all. Actually, two exciting announcements. The first one is that Voidlight, my sci-fi or dungeon crawl RPG that uses the boundless system, uh, which has been available for a couple of months now, is going to print. So I'm going to be working with Pandion Games as the publisher for the game. So Andrew is a dear friend, and we are going to be working together to organize a little campaign to gather the necessary funds to fund a print run. And yeah, it should be available in the coming months. So I'm truly excited about this. I'm very proud of that game, but as a indie creator, you're always like wondering to yourself, "Oh, do I need to like? Is this worth it? Is printing this thing going to be worth it?" Right? Not just no, I'm not talking about like the money aspect, right? I'm talking about like the effort, or like are people are actually going to be interesting in buying a copy of this if they see it in the store? Are they going to be interesting in playing the game, right? Because when you're an indie creator, it's kind of like, well, it's super hard to know if people are actually playing your thing, right? Sometimes like maybe like you're gonna see a YouTube video pop on your feed, and it's like, oh, like I read this game, or I've played this game and whatnot, or a random post on Blue Sky, and those are like so dear to me because they're a strong signal that the game is beloved. And I've had that signal for the game, which is very exciting. So yeah, so that's the first one. The second one is I want to announce Voidlight Terminal Edition. So you can kind of see this as the equivalent of the Morkborg Barebone edition, or Cairns Barebone edition, as in I have taken the entire content of Voidlight, and Voidlight is a paid PDF, right? So I'm not changing that. Voidlight is still like it's $15 to get like the fully laid out PDF. It's over 80 pages of art and like content, the perfect game to just like read quickly and play in a sci-fi horror kind of like setting. Um, but I wanted the game to be more accessible, so that's Terminal Edition. So if you go on FariRPGs.com/voidlight, you'll get to this page, and there's going to be a link here that says Read the Terminal Edition. So if you click there, it brings you to this page. And what this page is the entire PDF converted into like markdown files, which I'm essentially rendering inside my website, as a like it's fully indexed. You can like print it. You can navigate between chapters. It's mobile friendly. So I still left like a couple of links if you want to buy the PDF, but or join our Discord. But this is the exact same game. I also took a bunch of time to make sure that like the proper fonts were used and the styles were the same for the headings and the body and the like the adding three. So it's the exact same style as the PDF, just in web form. So exact same content, but without the art, without the PDF layout. So yeah, so you've got like all the core rules. You have the extra rules for pools and combats. You have solo rules that are there. And one thing that is very exciting is that because this is a website, I can make it interactive. And what I mean by that is that the rolling tables, you can actually click to roll on them. So, like, what is the cost of a failed check? Well, you can click the roll button and it just tells you, or you can click it multiple times and you have, okay, you have to roll for an enemy. So, what happens next, right? So all the rolling tables are there. So like the themes and actions, they're all there. Um, I have all the details about the universe, guidelines for playing the game, example of play, the core backgrounds, which you can roll as well. Okay, I'm a hound. What's a hound? It's right there. It's a relentless tracker. So all is there. All the rolling tables for the game have been converted as well to the website format. And The creatures. So what I did for the creatures is I decided to create like a specific component inside my website that takes like, the name, the description, number of hit points, and render it in a more interactive format. So all of these are creatures from the book that have been converted to this format. And one thing you can do is if you want, you can click the download button and it's going to take a screenshot and essentially download it onto your computer as like a PNG, which makes it pretty easy to share. But you can also click this share button and it copies a link to your clipboard, which encodes the content of the creature's like details inside the URL. It does make a pretty big URL, right? Like but all the details of the creatures are in there, so you can easily share them with like other people. But what's very interesting is that if you click the pen button here, or the one that is available here, it redirects you to the same page, but it allows you to make modification to this creature. So if you're a content creator, or if you're just excited about creating new like weird creatures for the Voidlight universe, well, you can go in there and change like the content. This could be 10 hit points. This could be like dangerous creature with a typo. You can add attacks, you can add tags, like all of this will just like be dynamic and render on the right. There's also a theme picker, so you can pick between like the boundless style, which is like more like dark fantasy kind of style, which I'm going to use for like the expanded edition of Boundless itself, or the Voidlight style, which renders it like that. Or you can just random and it'll pick a random creature from that team if you just want to play around with this. So let me go back to Voidlight. There we go. So yeah, so the creatures are there and the content of the reference sheet also has been added. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about this. I do hope it's gonna make like the game more accessible. And yeah, if you're excited about Voidlight, please like be sure to like subscribe to my newsletter. That's probably where I'll announce when the backer kit goes live for the print edition of the game. If you've never read Voidlight before, there's never been a better time to do so, because like it's entirely free. And if you want to support an indie creator, well, go and buy the fully laid out PDF copy on itch.io, RPG Trader, on my web store. So yeah, if you encounter any bugs with this, or if you see inconsistencies, don't hesitate to drop me a comment. But otherwise, that's it. Until next time, cheers.